The board meeting, Madam Clerk, can you call the roll again to reestablish quorum?
Trustee Mills?
Present.
Trustee Newell?
Present.
Trustee Palafis?
Present.
Trustee Stanton?
Present.
Trustee Gata?
Present.
Mayor McLeod?
Present. We already did items 1 and 2. We'll move on to item number 3. Recognition of the audience. This is time if someone has a question or concern they want to bring before the village board or the village staff or the village staff. Now's the time to come forward. Yes, sir. Come on up and just identify yourself for the record.
My name is Donald Craig, and I am a property owner here in the Village of Hoffman Estates, a commercial property. And we have been subjected to an ordinance passed by the village that requires us to retrofit our existing single-story commercial property.
Did the mic go down? Okay.
Like I said, we have been subjected to an ordinance that requires us to retrofit our existing property with a fire suppression sprinkler system. And I'm here tonight.
It's cutting in and out.
Of that. I want the board to know that I am in opposition of this, and I'm not alone. Father Rizzo from St. Hubert's, I talked with him today. He's also not happy. He has to spend $1 million to retrofit his school. And there's other commercial property owners, and I believe that they've also expressed their opposition to this ordinance. I have a letter here from John Cullerton, the president of the Office of the State of Illinois, dated July 31st, 2013, regarding a similar situation here. The city of Chicago tried to mandate this same ordinance, and he identifies how unreasonable and unnecessary this ordinance is in action. Which I've kind of highlighted what it is that he has articulated in his letter about the burden that this puts on commercial property owners, the cost. I believe that the Village of Hoffman Estates adopted this without any analysis of cost to property owners. And our cost is significant. So I want to read into the record that I am in opposition of this.
Duly noted. Thank you. You have anything else?
Nope.
Okey-doke. Thank you. Anyone else have anything they want to bring forward? Seeing none, we'll move on. We already did approve the minutes. We have the consent agenda. There's one item we need to vote on separately. Is there a motion to vote on A, B, and C of the consent agenda?
So moved by
I'll second.
omnibus vote.
There's a motion, a second for an omnibus vote. Can you please call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to 5D, request board approval of a resolution approving the personnel policy manual of the Village of Hoffman Estates. Trustee Palafis.
I had asked Mr. Norris about some of the language regarding the refresh of the manual. So I think what you have here before you is some additional language that talks about a timeline that gives it so a refresh rate as opposed to not. So I'd we include this and adopt this additional language within the personnel policy manual.
To amend the already presented resolution with this provision, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right.
For the record, could you please read the language that's going to be?
Under the maintenance of the personnel manual section, it's actually on page 4 of the personnel manual. At the end of that paragraph that deals with the maintenance of the personnel manual, we want to add one sentence. The village manager will endeavor to conduct a formal revision of the personnel policy manual approximately every 5 years.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second on the amendment?
I'll second the amendment.
Is there any discussion on the amendment? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have a motion carried. Can I have a motion?
The personnel policy as amended.
I'll second.
Any discussion on this item? Seeing none, can you poll the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to 6. We did part of the president's report already. I do have one email message that was sent by a citizen. I would like to thank Officer Bloss for helping my wife change a blown car tire on Barrington Road in Hoffman Estates. According to my wife, Miss Bloss is very professional and helpful. Thanks again. You pass that on as, yeah. Chief Ross, you still there? Yeah, good.
Got promoted tonight.
He's here. Ted's not. Past week on Tuesday, we had the McDonald's grand opening in Barrington Square. That's a pretty snazzy McDonald's. Much needed improvement there. It was great. Wednesday, 13th, I attended Wine Wednesday at Jersey's Pizza and Grill. It was also was a very good event. And on July 14th, the fitness luncheon was held in the Hennessy Room, and they put on quite a show there. Monica, you guys have some Second City type skills. I was very impressed. On Saturday, the 16th, we had our coffee with the board at the police building, which was very well attended. And many of us had the opportunity to attend the Evergreen Homeowners Association Fishing Derby event on Lake Tamarack. On Sunday, the 17th, we had a block party on Dixon Drive. Also, we celebrated my grandson Brendan's 8th birthday, not at the block party at our house. And on today, Bruce Anderson and I went to the Schaumburg Township Food Pantry and interviewed Dan Nelson, who runs the food pantry over there, and get some information about what their process is and what exactly they do there and what they need. And it was very interesting, and it will be on YouTube shortly. And this evening, we had the reception for Nancy Gianni in the Hennessy Room. Nancy was named a CNN Hero, which is a very unique honor, very, very coveted, sought after. She's done an amazing job with Down syndrome, Gigi's Playhouse, for the past 13 years. And again, on Saturday, I want to remind us, next Saturday, the 23rd, we have Fitness for America. They have a half marathon that starts at 5:30. The Glow Run will be in the evening, and 7:30 a.m. the skating starts. So it's a full day. So come on out if you can. And that's all I have for now. We'll move on to trustee comments. We'll start with trustee Stanton.
Thank you. On the 12th of July, I also attended the grand opening of the new McDonald's at Barrington Square. On the 16th, I was here not here, I was at the police station with coffee with the board, and also at the Evergreen Homeowners Association Fishing Derby. And finally, congratulations to Nancy Gianni.
Trustee Mills.
I also was able to attend the McDonald's grand opening. It's a great addition to our area over there in Barrington Square, and they seem to be very willing to help out various organizations in town, and we thank them for that. Apologize for missing coffee with the board on Saturday. My husband and I decided to celebrate our 43rd anniversary with a little trip out of town, so.
Good for you.
And finally, thank you. And finally, congratulations to Nancy Gianni. She continues to bring great credit to our community and to the community of Down syndromes. Without her, they'd really be hurting, and it's great to have her in our town doing what she does. Thank you,
She's
Nancy.
a force of nature.
Yep.
Trustee Gata.
Okay, let's see, also Tuesday, the 12th, we attended the McDonald's grand opening and the ribbon cutting, and that building was beautiful as far as compared to the old ones. And anyway, and a majority of us all were there. Then on Saturday, on the 16th, yes, we had coffee with the board at the police station, and there is no question as far as the turnout. The turnout was absolutely excellent. Maybe we should even think about moving it there, and instead of just always having it here. But that's to be discussed later. And also on Saturday, we went to Evergreen Homeowners Association Fishing Derby and annual meeting. And then on Sunday, we attended the block party at 4045 Dixon Drive. And again, congratulations to Nancy Gianni. There's no question about the job that she does, and the energy that that woman has is unbelievable. But that's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Newell.
Okay, pretty much the same, so it's going to sound like a repeat. On the 12th, of course, the McDonald's ribbon cutting at the Barrington Square. It was kind of strange to be in there because I was so used to hanging out at the other place, and it was walking into this really gorgeous place, and it was very, very nice, and I wish them the best. On the 14th, we had the Village Green. Congrats again to the Arts Commission for the Windy City Country. A wonderful night and a big crowd. And on the 16th, we had, of course, coffee with the board at the police station, which was very well attended by a lot of people. And, of course, the Evergreen Fishing Derby, and we saw a lot of fish being caught. Can't pronounce some of the fish, but there was a lot of them. And on the 17th, the block party on Dixon Drive. And last but not least, also congrats to Nancy Gianni and all she does for Down syndrome, and wish her the best for the future. Last but not least is just a reminder to everyone. This week, they're talking about some increasing temperatures. So please check on your family, friends, neighbors. Make sure that they're all okay. There are cooling centers that if you wish to call, the village and the clerk, they can give you some of the places that are cooling centers. Some of them, I know all week will be running the air conditioners and afraid of their, bills being high, but please do check on them or take them in and at least get them cooled off. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Trustee Newell. Trustee Palafis.
I was also involved in this weekend's get-together of different sorts. First being coffee with the board. It was fun bringing AJ. Of course, he beelined right to Joni and sat next to her with his donut and proceeded to ask you all kinds of fun questions, which I didn't plant, by the way. I don't know where he got those. Nevertheless, they were good. And the guy who brought part of his court, that was humorous as well, although tragic in the sense. So we went to the block party in Evergreen afterwards, and then we all drove by that court to take a look and follow up, as we'd promised him we would do. So, we're going as fast as we can. That's what I try to remind people with the 5-year street revitalization process. And, we're adding them even with some of the new grants, like you'd spoken about a little bit earlier. And it's never fast enough, but we're going as fast as we can. Had some other good meetings and get-togethers with, as Anna said, the summer concerts that were fantastic Thursday night. We had a really good crowd out there. The weather was just beautiful all day. So, there was no question that we weren't going to get a good crowd. I attended the Chris Tomlin concert at the Sears Center on Saturday night, which was really great. It sold out at 7,500 people. And Aaron did a great job running the venue as Ben was out at a wedding, which might be why he's sick today.
Sick?
Yeah. So,
Must have been a good wedding.
we could tie those together, perhaps. Nevertheless, I was thinking about Nancy Gianni, Mayor, as, she was thanking you for, being her mentor and, kind of cheerleading her on for the last 13 years. And it brought me back in time. I had met the mayor in 1983, for some of you who don't know, through his daughter, Debbie. And Debbie's sister, Susie, has a disability. She's deaf. So you're not foreign to the world of disabilities. And as I was sitting there, I was thinking to myself, there's no miss on the fact that, as she quoted, a higher power, drove her to do what she did, and not only that, put her together with you. So that just really touched me, and I wanted to mention that tonight because I just think back, all those years, and Susie's doing great now, and and whatnot, as Nancy is with all of those families she's touching. So kudos to her and all the accomplishments she's done, and I don't think it's any mistake that you two were put together, and she's in this town for a reason. So that's all for me.
Thank you. I think the one great quality Nancy has, it's always we. It's not about I. She's not an I person at all. And she started this journey as a great board with other folks, and they've really just done an astonishing job. It's just incredible. Move on to 6C, the village manager's report.
Nothing to add, sir.
Village clerk's report.
I know, you're going to mark this down again, Jim. I've got no report. Thank you.
Passport business?
No, this is the second meeting. You got to wait till April 1st for that.
Okay, we'll have to
Come
wait.
on.
April 1st.
August 1st.
No wonder there's no report.
That's right.
Okay, move on to 6C, treasurer's report.
The village treasurer has prepared his report for the month of May, and it's ready for your review.
Chair would accept a motion.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's a motion and a second. Are there any questions on the treasurer's report? Seeing none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to 7, additional business. Is there any need to pull A and vote on that separately, or is the amendment all together?
It's all together, sir.
Do we need to amend it to say it's,
Should be a
As
motion to
amended.
approve it as amended by
Right.
committee.
why don't we vote on that one
We'll
separately?
move on to it separately. 7A, request board approval of an ordinance amending section 8-2-1, fees, and 8-8-15, pet shops and kennels of the Hoffman Estates Municipal Code licensing and operation of a pet shop and kennels,
As
From-
amended.
as amended.
Okay, so moved.
I'll second.
There's a motion, there's a second. Are there any questions on this? See no questions, can you call the roll, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried.
Make a motion to approve B, C, D, and E, 1 and 2 by, omnibus vote.
I'll second.
There's a motion, a second for an omnibus vote. Any discussion on that? See none, all in favor of the omnibus vote, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Can I have a
I'll make
motion?
the actual motion.
I'll second.
There's a motion, a second. Any questions on any of these items? See none, can you poll the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis?
Aye.
Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. Move on to 8, adjournment to executive session. For what reason, Trustee Mills?
I'll make a motion to adjourn into executive session for collective bargaining 5 ILCS 120/2 C2.
Motion, is there a
second.
second? There's a motion, there's a second. Is there any discussion on any of these items? This item? See none, can you pull the board, Madam Clerk?
Trustee Mills?
Aye.
Trustee Newell?
Aye.
Trustee Palafis? Trustee Stanton?
Aye.
Trustee Gata?
Aye.
Mayor McLeod?
Aye, motion carried. We'll be adjourned to executive session. We will not be coming back.